It refers to taking of a person in custody in order he may be bound to answer the commission of the offense. General guidelines. All arrests should be made only on the basis of valid warrant of arrest issued by the competent authority except in the instances where the law allows warrantless arrest. No violence and unnecessary force shall be used in making an arrest, and the person to be arrested shall not be subjected to any greater restriction than what is necessary under the circumstances. As a general rule, arrest can be made on any day of the week, any time of the day or night. Only judges are authorized to issue warrant of arrest. Warrant of arrest is no longer needed if the accused is already under detention. An order of commitment is issued by the judge in lieu of the warrant of arrest. Arrest without warrant. A peace of officer or private person may without a warrant arrest person. When it is present, the person to be arrested has committed, is actually committing, or is attempting to commit an offense. When an offense has just been committed and he has probable cause to believe based on a personal knowledge of facts of circumstances that person to be arrested has committed. When the person to be arrested is a prisoner who has escaped from a penal establishment or place where he is serving final judgment or temporarily confined, while his case is depending on his escape while being transferred from one confinement area to another, where the accused released on the bill attempts to leave the country without court permission. Violations of conditional pardon punishable under the Article 159 of the Revised Penal Code as a case of evasion of service of sentence. Arrest following a deportations proceeding by the Immigration Commissioner against illegal and undesirable aliens. Authority of arrest officer when making an arrest. Police officer may summon assistant a police officer making a lawful arrest. May verbally summon as many persons as he deems necessary to assist him in effecting the arrest. Right of police officer to break into a building or enclosure. A police officer, in order to make an arrest with or without warrant, may break into a building or enclosure where the person to be arrested is or is reasonably believed to be if he is refused admittance thereto after announcing his authority and purpose. Right to break out from building or enclosure. Whenever a police officer has entered the building or enclosure to make an arrest, he may break out therefrom when necessary to deliberate himself. After arrest, after escape or rescue. If a person lawful arrested escape or is rescued, any person may immediately pursue to retake him without a warrant at any time and in any place within the Philippines. Search and seizure. Requisite for the issuance of search warrant. A search warrant shall be issued only upon probable cause in connection with one specific offense to be determined personally by the judge after examination, under oath affirmations of the complainant and the witnesses presented. The following properties may be the objects of search warrant. Properties which are the subjects of the offense. Stolen, emblazed proceed or fruits of the offense. Objective, including weapons, equipment, and other items used or intended to be used as the means of committing an offense. B. Objects that are illegal per se, even if not particularly described in the search warrant, may be seized under the plain view doctrine. Validity of search warrant. The warrant shall be valid for 10 days from date of issuance and may be served at any day within the said period. Thereafter it shall be void if in the implementation of a search warrant it is objective or purpose cannot be accomplished in one day. The search can be continued the following day or days until completed provided with is still within the 10 days validity period of search warrant. Time of search. The warrant shall be served during daytime unless there is a provision in the warrant of allowing service at any time of the day or night. Inquest proceeding necessary when the suspect dies. Case of armed confrontation wherein the suspect dies, the team leader of operating unit should submit the incident for inquest before the duty inquest prosecutor prior to the removal of the body from the scene, except in the areas where there are no inquest prosecutor, in which case the territorial police unit can proceed with the investigation. Judicial affidavit rule requires direct witnesses examination to be in the form of affidavit submitted to the court if took effect in 2013 to expedite court proceeding in reduced case block clause. Applications of rule to criminal action. This rule shall apply to all criminal actions where the maximum impossible penalty does not exceed 6 years. 6.2 Contents of judicial affidavit. A judicial affidavit shall be prepared in the language known to witnesses and if not English or Filipino accompanied by translation in English or Filipino and shall contain the necessary data information. Sworn at of the lawyer. The judicial affidavit shall contain sworn attestation the end, executed by the lawyer who conducted supervision and examination of the witness to the effect that Rule number 16, Judicial Affidavit Rule. The Judicial Affidavit Rule requires direct witnesses examination to be in the form of affidavit submitted to the court. It took effect in 2023 to expedite court proceeding and reduce case block logs. Applications of rule to criminal action. This rule shall apply to all criminal action where the maximum imposable penalty does not exceed 6 years. Contents of judicial affidavit. A judicial affidavit shall be prepared in the language known to the witness, and if not in English or Filipino, accompanied by translation in English or Filipino, and shall contain the necessary data information. Sworn attestations of the lawyer. The judicial affidavit shall contain the sworn attestations at the end executed by the lawyer who conducted or supervised the examinations of the witness to the effect that